Racko, and like many good games, this is a really old edition of it. It's been around forever. So in this game, there are 60 cards. They have the numbers 1 through 60 on them. And there are 4 racks. So anywhere from 1 to 4 people can play, well, 2 to 4 people can play the game. If you're playing with 4 people, you only use cards 1 through 40. If you're playing with 3 people, you use cards 1 through 50. If you're playing with 4 people, you use all 60 cards. So I've taken the top 20 cards out because there's 2 of us. Racko says you have to ask the person to cut the cards, your opponent to cut the cards. And you look at the cards, and low card goes first. So I'm 6, so I have to deal these cards. So I had the low card. I'm the one who has to shuffle, and then I have to deal. And when I deal 1 card at a time, and I deal 10 cards. And as you get your cards, you take that card, and it has to go in the number 50 slot. First card goes in the number 50 slot. Second card goes in number 45 slot, and so on until all 10 cards are dealt. Okay, so we've placed all of our cards in our rack. Now we put the remaining cards here. I don't add the other cards back in. This is still just 1 through 40. I flip 1 over. That is our draw pile. Here's our discard pile. So I did the dealing. My partner goes first. My partner's goal and my goal are to get cards in order from the beginning of our rack to the end of our rack in numerical order, but they don't have to be in sequence. They just have to be lowest card in the front, highest card in the back. And the way you do that is by choosing either this card, which you can't see, and trading it out for one of your cards, or taking this card, which you can, and trading it out for one of your cards. And the card discarded becomes the discard here. So I'm going to take this one, I'm going to slip it in, I'm going to discard that one.
I take that one and put it here.
Alright, and we're going to play some more of the game so we can show you what it looks like. We just keep doing that, and we'll be back. Okay, so we've just played a whole bunch of rounds, and I've called Racko. So you can see these cards are in order numerically. Numbers are skipped, but that's okay, until you get back to here, and then there's a 3. But these cards are in order numerically all the way from the start to the finish. So that person yells Racko. And the way you keep score here is this person gets a point for each one of these, plus a bonus. So, or they get 5 points for each one of those, plus a bonus. So I believe they score 75 points altogether. So this would go down as 75 points for this player. This player scores 5 points for each one that's in order. So they'd get 40 points. They don't get any points back here. So it's 75 to 40 for this round. And you keep playing until one player gets to 500, and then you win. Now if you look on your box, there are a bunch of other variations once you get better at the game where you can play bonus Racko. And in bonus Racko, you get extra points for doing things like these are in a row numerically, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. That would get you extra bonus points according to the directions. So that's how you play. I would play the first time without all the extra bonuses and get used to it, maybe several rounds without all the extra bonuses. And the other thing you need to know is after you play an initial game, you can play with partners where you score together like a team. So have fun.